Hey there. I thought I would record a little snippet about kind of how I found out that I had breast cancer and what the process has been. Um, so I've gotten regular mammograms since I was 35. So annually, for sure after 40. But definitely got a baseline at 35 just due to the family history. I do have really dense breast tissue, and I've known that since the beginning. But even given my family history, they really haven't done any additional precautions for me, um, or treated me as if I was high risk. So, um, just the annual mammograms is kind of all I've been doing. So I just had a mammogram in February. It came back normal. So thought everything was great, and just kind of kept moving on. And then in April, I felt a lump myself. So the lump was super small, and that's like an interesting part of it too. Like, all of the physicians that I've seen have been like, "Gosh, like, I don't even know how you felt this. It's so small." Um, Backstory: I was a massage therapist for like 10 years, and so I feel like I have always felt my breast just for this reason. So I'm very aware of like what changes that happen during the month as far as like my cycle, or even like the foods that I might eat. Sometimes I could feel lumps or ridges in my breasts, but then after a couple of days that might dissipate, and then they would feel normal again. So I'm very like aware of what is going on there, and have probably pretty good palpation skills just from my massage therapy days. So when I felt this, it's something that I'd never felt before. It just felt like a little round, almost like pea size. And so I was pretty worried, I guess, right away. Like, I've never felt this type of a lump before. Um, I did like check it for the next few days, and every time it would be there. It actually would only be able to be felt when my body was like more laying down, or like I was going in a certain direction. So you want to make sure that whenever you're doing that you're feeling in all directions, and um, just really massage almost your breast so that you can really feel all of the tissue. So anyway, I got in to see a primary care physician, and so that I could get a referral for an ultrasound. I'd never had an ultrasound, just the mammogram. So once I got in for the ultrasound, I was expecting to go to that appointment and just um, get the ultrasound and then get the results later. Like, definitely wasn't expecting to hear anything that day. So it was a surprise to me whenever I got in there and they did the ultrasound, and then they said, "Yeah, we are kind of concerned about this. Can we do another mammogram?" And um, then saw the image there. They actually said that they could see the image in my past two mammograms, so all the way back from 2024, which is like so frustrating. Um, but I can't address that right now. So anyway, leaving that appointment, I was immediately scheduled for a biopsy that was going to be happening less than a week after that appointment. So that was the next step. I was coming back for a biopsy. Once I got in there and did the biopsy, that took like a day to get the results back, and it did come back as a malignant invasive ductal carcinoma. So that was kind of within a week's time. like my whole world kind of got flipped upside down with that diagnosis. And so I can go into more after uh, what's kind of happened since then, but that's kind of the story of how I got there. That was not a good day for sure. It's a scary thing to get that diagnosis and then have to wait to talk to like a physician to actually understand like all of the markers that you have and like what that means for treatment and just everything. So um, yeah, that's kind of that story.